Hello everyone, and welcome to my first ever developer stream of Alien Horizon. I hope the audio levels are alright, if you can hear me. Just making a sound check. Please let me know if everything is alright. Nice. So, what are we going to do? We're going to show off the... Oh, let me just introduce myself. I'm Akira, I'm the sole developer of Alien Horizon. And today I'm going to show you the new update. We're gonna go over the changelog and play the game for a while. All right. I wanted to make some kind of schedule, but turns out I have no idea how anything will take. So we'll see. So let's go to the changelog. All right. During the test stream, there were some technical difficulties. I just hope that they're going to not be an issue this time. All right. Let's start a sandbox game, and we will take a look at the changelog. Okay, looks like nice. The technical issues are not here this time. That's nice. For some reason, the game was super slow when I was streaming, but only in some cases. Like when I started the stream first and then launched the game, then it was slow. But when I started the game first and then the stream, it was fine. I don't know, but it works fine now. Okay. Feel free to ask me any questions during the stream. I'll try to answer them. Right now, it should be mostly questions about the update, but if you have any general questions, it's okay too. Okay, first new thing in this update is that you can finally build power lines and utility lines over roads, which is really nice. Take a look at that. Yeah, full utility lines. I'm really proud of this. Also, the roads have a new model. I used to say that building power lines and utility lines over roads wasn't going to be possible in before the major rework, but I kind of hacked it together, let's say, because you currently can't have two buildings on the same tile. But what I did is that basically it automatically converts to a new building. You can see it here. This is paved road with utility line. So it's still one building, but it contains both functions. So it works. Also, you can see here some kind of new functionality for the roads in general. You can now tell the roads where they're supposed to connect. So if you don't want it to connect like here, you can just click here and they'll disconnect. So you can make things nicer. Yeah, that was probably the only way to fix this. So also the roads and streets behave much better around slopes because of the new models. You can see in the previous version, the only way you could build a road over a slope was like this, and this was the only slope that was available. But now, because the roads and streets actually modify terrain around them, you can see it here, like it's slightly different. you can actually make the road like curved, for example, and it works too. Or you can just build it like this. Technically these two tiles are sloped, but since the road is coming from a lower elevation tile to the same elevation tile, it doesn't need to be slope the road. It just needs to modify the terrain so it's still great. Uh, Unfortunately, you still can't build any intersections on slopes, but you can have oh, okay. This is actually a bug. Oh, shit. Damn it. I'm gonna have to fix this part. Not sure how I missed this one. Yeah. It's still a bit ugly and work in progress. I'll fix this to the next update, but you can still, let's say, do things like this. Yeah, and it works. It looks okay-ish. There's some shadowing here that's a bit ugly, but it's still a lot better than it was. So I'm fine with it for now. But this will need to be fixed. Sorry. Uh, Server, does that require produce stone? No, it doesn't. It does it automatically. Uh, it would probably make the sloped roads too expensive to build because changing the terrain is very slow here, and I want to keep it that way. So if you had to modify terrain for them, then it would. I wouldn't like that. Also, you can, since you can modify it, it would probably be weird that you would have to uh, like reconstruct it, I guess. So it's for free. Also, let me show off the streets too. They have new model too. Or they're not connected, so all those symbols show up. You can also build them on slopes like this nicely. And airlocks have new models too, and they're animated. I'm probably not gonna show that off because that's it. Sorry. I'm not interested in any promotion of channels. Sorry. Alright, airlock. It's animated. I've shown it on the Discord server. What the animation looks like, I'm not gonna show it now. But another thing I would really like to show off with roads and streets is that when, let's say, we want to build here, and the vehicles go over road, you can see that they change the elevation when coming over it. So there's a nice bump when they go over it. And surprisingly, it doesn't cost too much performance. It's really nice. Okay. What else we have here? Airlock. Yeah, airlocks now slow down vehicles. So they actually want to avoid airlocks if they can. They slow them down even more if the airlock is not functional. So previously there was basically no downside to having non-functional airlocks, which was weird. Colonists they take off their suits when they're inside the streets. I'm also not going to show that off. I've shown a screenshot on Discord. Yeah, we now have a loss condition. You can actually lose the game now. When all colonists die and there are none in stasis. Can we connect streets to the ships? Or any plan to add that? No, you can't. I'm not sure if this will ever be possible. The ship is kind of temporary. That in the future, I would like it to be possible to deconstruct the ship. So I don't think it's necessary to connect it to the street network. I know it's kind of, how to say it, inconvenient that you can't connect it. I don't know. Maybe I'll allow it. Like, you technically can if the terrain that generates around it allows it, but I think almost all of the time you won't, because no, you actually can't. You can't, because this tile is technically the ship, but you can't. It's not part of the ship, but you can't build anything there. It's a special kind of tile. So no, you can't. But I'll think about it. Maybe I'll edit in the future. Yeah, now clinics have these toggles where you can set whether they should be focusing on mild cases, severe cases, or medical checks. So this actually allows some strategy, because the doctor's office in community center only allows mild cases and medical checks, not severe cases. So now you can set the ship's core to not handle any mild cases and medical checks, and they will only handle severe cases. So basically, you're saving your capacity for just the severe cases that only the ship's core can handle. And to complement that, also the doctor's office now can also work at night. So only go to the ship if you lost the lamp, yeah. But you can still keep this on if you want to. Also, shuttles have this special type of service that they can stabilize the severely injured colonist. It costs medicine. This part costs medicine, but then the colonists that are on mission on shuttle can be stabilized and they won't die during the mission. And when the shuttle returns, the colonists will automatically go to the ship's core or a proper clinic to get properly treated. All right, we have some new structures also. I'm quite proud of these. There's the compact high-tech factory, like this. Can make solar panels, batteries, electronic components, and microprocessors. Compact textile factory, which can make textiles and clothing. Yeah, gravel road, which only costs stone, and it's available much earlier, but it doesn't increase vehicle speed as much as the paved road. It was actually the simplest model to make. It's just basically a reskin of the paved road. There's also the hydrogenation plant. Really nice model. I'm proud of this one. Yeah, many new buildings. It can make carbon, methane, ammonia and also turn sulfur dioxide into sulfur. Thank you, Xia, or however I should pronounce it. Sorry. Polymer recycling plant, so that you can finally recycle polymers, all of them. But to really get access to most polymers, you need another new building, which is available in the recycle center. It's a unit of recycling center. You can already build a jury rigging unit. Now you can build a recovery unit. And what it does, it can go through all of these different types of scrap and pull them apart into more basic materials that you can then recycle, like mechanical components turn into steel and aluminum and so on. So you can more basically have your colony more sustainable. And then the last new structure is the reverberatory furnace, which I have a hard time pronouncing every time. The new type of furnace. And what it does, it recycles metals, or some metals. It can recycle aluminum, aluminum alloy, and copper. And it also does aluminum alloy, like it makes it from aluminum and copper. Which was a bit of a late change into design. Originally, there was supposed to be a unit for the aluminum smelter that would do that, but turns out that in real life it's actually done in a reverberatory furnace, which I have already planned for the recycling, so I did it here. So it has more function. I think it works nice. Okay, new models. We already went through roads and trees, airlock. And I also made a new, yeah, here's one thing. I had to make a bunch of very subtle changes to most models of structures that were already in the game because of the streets that connect to buildings. And here you can't see it really. Here, this basically cargo port was going over the street, so I had to change it slightly so it doesn't stick out. And in the process, I found out that a lot of structures needed these subtle changes, so the street nicely connects to them like this. For example, yeah, the canteen now has these windows are now curved, so that it nicely connects to the street. Previously, it was sticking out. A bunch of models had to be slightly modified. The biggest change is probably on the atmosphere processor that had to be lengthened. I can see that this part is now about a lot longer because this was actually one of the first models I made, and back then I didn't really have any standards on where the entrance should be. So when you put a street next to it, it actually was outside of the street. I had to change that. And turns out why I'm talking about this, there's a new model for Banghouse too, because it had the same issue. But I realized that I wanted to completely change the Banghouse. So it has completely new model. Looks like this. It's kind of similar to the old one, it's just slightly bigger. It also costs slightly much more. But now it provides enough housing for 32 colonists instead of 24. Because I realized that you really had to build a lot of banghouses in the early game, and it wasn't great. So now it's slightly larger, it has more capacity. It costs slightly more, but not 25%. Or wait, 33% it was. it was proportional, but it's like 10%. So you're getting more capacity for uh, for the price. But it's part of rebalance. We'll get to rebalance later in the changelog. There are a bunch of new technologies. Uh, they are mostly tied to the new buildings. We'll go through some of them maybe in the... Oh yeah, cotton agronomy is technology that you can use for the greenhouse, so you can actually make cotton. It has its own model. I'm not sure if everyone noticed, but if you change the recipe in the greenhouse, the model changes. So it has model for the cotton, so that you can do textile, because it requires cotton. It's a new resource. There's a new mineable resource, rare metals. Rare metals were basically in the game before, but you couldn't mine them. Not sure if there's any visible deposit of whatever. Not important. It's kind of golden. I've shown it on Discord. The rare metals. You can see the icon here. Rare metals represent metals like gold and platinum and iridium. All those metals that are used a lot in electronics. So you need them for microprocessors. And yeah, new resources, cotton. I have silicon. For some reason it was missing. I don't know why. I just missed it. And some resources have new icons, ammonia and rare metals. I usually give icons to resources that finally have some use. You can see here that a lot of resources still are technically in the game, but because they have the question mark, it means that they aren't used in the game basically. But whenever I give them a use, then I make an icon for them. Sorry, I just noticed that the audio may be too high, because I'm going into red. I'm going to adjust it a bit. Hopefully this is better. This is my first stream ever, so I don't have a lot of experience with streaming. I've been on other streams, but this is different when I have to do it myself. I'm also not sure if the lighting is very good, because it's getting dark outside, but that doesn't matter. You're not here to see me. You're here to see the game. Okay, I also removed two structures, incinerator, which will be replaced by a universal power plant later, and the Sabatier reactor, which only made methane, was replaced by the hydrogenation plant. Yeah, many models at minor adjustment, hydroponic greenhouse, yes, I've been through. And yeah, there's a new law. You can now set that colonists should not use packaged food when they're not on a mission, so that you can save packaged food for shuttle missions. Reserved for shuttle missions. Because currently you still can't make any packaged food, so if you use it all for food, then you can't do any missions. So there's at least this. Services now have utilization here. I've shown this on the Discord. It doesn't show up right now because it's last season, and there wasn't last season in this game yet. But interestingly, colonists also use this stat to see if it's overcrowded, and they will go somewhere that isn't as overcrowded. So they don't always all go to the same service and overcrowded, and while other services are completely empty. It was really stupid. Yeah, there was uh, some new features that people wanted. You can now, in the construction priority tool, you can now post and outpost constructions in bulk. Let me show you. Let's use some of these. And we can post all of them right here. And now there's an icon that shows that the construction is paused. And you can unpause it in bulk as well. So now it should be much easier to plan your colony and then just hit unpause on everything and start building all of it. You're welcome. Tutorial and sandbox mode are mutually exclusive. You could probably see it when I started the game, because the sandbox mode didn't mesh well with tutorial, and I've seen one YouTuber actually start with sandbox mode, and it wasn't pretty. So hopefully, when a new player starts clicks on sandbox mode, they'll see that tutorial is now unavailable, and they'll see that they should not try sandbox mode first. There are some tutorial improvements, not important. Reactor enabled pin is slightly better than not important. And this also isn't important. Yeah, in the research screen, there's now a counter that shows number of technologies that haven't been revealed yet. It's not in a good place. I don't like it, but there wasn't much better. I'll probably change it sometime when I change the whole UI. Also now when you click on a technology, it becomes highlighted. I wanted that for a long time, but I just couldn't get to it. Now it's clear that you've selected it, and then that you have to click research here to actually research. There was also something that I skipped this. This is also very important UI, I think. Storage filters. You can select multiple resources in a storage filter, but then if you wanted to unselect them, you had to go one by one too. So now there's this button, which also isn't in a good place. I don't like it. It's also not very clear from what it looks like, what it actually does, just from the tooltip. But if you press it, it clears selection. I didn't want to remake the whole UI just to add the button. But it's here, so you know where it is, and you can use it now. And now to the most important part of this update, rebalance. As I said on Discord, the biggest change is that now. It's probably because all of the whatever. The time is now running much slower. By much slower, I mean half as slow. So now colonists have much more time to get where they need to. Vehicles too, but it's not that important for them. But basically the colonists have a 24-hour day, so they go to work, then they go to services, and then they go to sleep. But previously they didn't have enough time to do all of this, because they could only travel at the speed of 7 tiles per hour. So that's not very far. If you look at the grid, that's like this kind of distance. So they constantly weren't able to get where they needed. So now they have more time. Everything, all to keep the game pace the same. All the production and consumption and construction were all sped up. So it should kind of play the same. It actually plays faster, because, for example, construction workers are much more productive because, again, they don't have to spend as much time going from one construction job to another. Yeah, it's 2 to 4 times just to get to and from the ship. So now it's 14 tiles per hour. That's much better. It also affects buses because buses can also go much further distance in the same amount of time. So you can have much longer bus lines. And another big balance improvement is that now you have here in the ship's construction office, you have 12 workers per shift instead of 8. So that should speed up the early game a lot. I think early game has been way too slow basically all the time. I'm trying to speed it up in almost every update. And I think I finally did it enough. Now you can get to short-term survival in just 2 years, although the years are longer, so it's actually like 4 years with the previous time. But still, it wasn't possible to get short-term survival in 4 years before. Like my record was in 5 years, usually 6. And to accommodate the extra workers, the habitation now has 64 living spaces instead of 48. And the service capacity was increased too. Also, finally, thanks to all those improvements in balance, I was finally able to wake up all the 500 colonies that are in stasis. And it turns out it's just not enough. You need a lot more of them. So now there's 1,000. Of course, in a later update, there are going to be children, so you will be able to get more colonies than just those in stasis. But even then, I'll keep it at 1,000 because by the time you have 500, you haven't really done much. Honestly, you still don't have even steel and concrete production really going on properly, and you've already run out of people. That's kind of stupid. So now you have 1,000. Also, reactor's power was increased to 2,000 kilowatts, and because huh, yeah, um, interestingly, I actually didn't want the reactor to use twice as much. It was supposed to last longer, but now I realize that it doesn't. I'm actually now I'm not sure if this pin is correct. Maybe it isn't, and you actually have only half as much. I'll address it in the next update, but that doesn't matter. You usually don't run out of fuel, or at least I don't. I don't know about you, but you shouldn't now because the reactor is twice as powerful. I'll take a look at that. Series cargo ship now has an extra concrete plant, the prefab concrete plant, because again, speeding up the early game. I realized that well, steel and concrete are the main issues when you're starting out. But you usually have a lot of steel from ships. So I added an extra concrete plant, so you're also able to get more concrete. Also, if you have excess steel, you can't really do much about it if you don't have concrete. While if you have excess concrete, you can just build roads. They only cost concrete, and they're useful. Doctor's office works at night. We've been over this. Yeah, now, one of those new technologies is landscaping. Now you can't modify terrain until you research it. It's a new geology technology. Because I really don't want people to modify terrain in the early game. Don't do it. It's a waste of time. The terrain is here for a reason. It's not. It's not just. It's not just a cosmetic. I really hated it in Surviving Mars, but terrain was an issue at all. I want terrain to be an issue here. That's why landscaping is so slow. It was possible to turn off the reactor after 1 or 2 hour work with storage the first day, and solar. Don't make it too easy. I don't think it's too easy. Shovel is the high tech. Well, it's not just shovel. It's like working in spacesuits. You have to. Also, they probably wouldn't be using shovels. I'm actually planning to do animations for colonists that are doing landscaping in the next update, and they should be using what is it called? Jackhammers, at least. If not, so that they're not so low tech. But there's going to be an excavator in the later part in the later parts of the game, so that's when you're supposed to really modify them. When you get excavators, you shouldn't be doing things by hand. Oh yeah, turn off reactor after 1 or 2 hours. Yes, okay, yeah. Now you can turn it off like this, but um, what I usually when I play, I usually I I'm usually not able to build enough power to keep it through the night in every season. So I still use the reactor from time to time. It's probably not really efficient to build uh, so much power generation that you're able to go even through winter's night on just that. The reactor the reactor should basically be used for those times that it's not enough, so that you don't have to overbuild. You do have a lot of fuel, although probably not as much as I think. Sorry. Okay. Silica and bauxite have deposits nearby. Do you have guaranteed deposits of silica and bauxite near the ship? So that's because those are really crucial resources. You can't really progress much without them. You still don't get copper and nickel and rare metals. You still have to look for those. So this card actually has a lot of resources, interestingly. Uh, yeah, water requirements for short-term survival were lowered because people have had issues with that. Radio tower is now in a different objective. Important. So is construction office. Yeah, construction office is now only available after you finish shuttle utilization. Because I really want to teach the player to use the shuttles to construct things, not just on missions, but when you rebase it in your base, so that because you get 4 extra workers per shift with that, but people don't seem to be using it. So now you don't get a construction office until you earn it. Hopefully, it will make people look at this objective and actually read it and find out that the shuttles are really useful for that. We'll see. What's interesting? Yeah, post relay, some rebalancing, not important. Technical. There's you if you've been watching the bug reports channel on Discord, you've probably seen a lot of people complain about crashes when you launch the game or when you actually start the game, and most of them are actually because they have a laptop with 2 GPUs, and the game starts on the integrated one. And I've been trying to make the laptops use the dedicated GPU, but so far it's been unsuccessful. So now there's another attempt. We'll see. Hopefully it works this time. I also mentioned that point more workers by shuttle after a few runs. Yeah. There was a really significant performance hit when you moused over UI, which I didn't notice for a long time, because here you can see these I'm not sure if you can actually see them, but there are these timings. You have a update time, draw time, and it shows basically the FPS, but not really. It shows how long a frame took. This is debug info, but for some reason this performance hit wasn't showing in either of these. So I've added a short one, frame time, which actually shows how long a frame takes, and it's shown up on this one, and I found out that there was a huge performance hit from some really stupid stuff, but now it's gone. Maybe a message if it crashes to that, it might have to be fixed on the user's end. I'm not sure if I can detect that, but I've added a troubleshooting file to the new release where I mentioned this. So hopefully people will look into that at least. Significantly improved performance of overlays shift switching. So this was mostly on more explored maps where it could actually take like 3 seconds for the overlay to switch. Now it's like half a second max. I'm still not entirely happy with it, but for now it's okay. Entity picker is now much more performant, which entity picker is whatever tells the game what you're mousing over, like colonist or structure or the road. And also if there are colonists in the streets, now it ignores the glass, so you can select them inside. Performance of connection markers, yes. Yeah, now logistic vehicles now prioritize structures that either don't have enough resources so they can produce, or that have too much resources that can't produce anymore. So that the factories can produce as fast as they can, because it got kind of frustrating to see the vehicles running around and doing other jobs when there's a one factory that really needed to have its resources delivered. So now they prioritize those. Surveyors react to new orders immediately. Only takes trees into account when calculating distance to work. Not important. Colonists and surveyors can no longer be trapped. So when you build like a structure that has space inside like this, you could trap colonists inside and they would actually die, which is stupid because they would probably be able to squeeze through. So if they detect such a situation that they're trapped, they'll just go through it. If they go from the outside inside, they can't go inside. So it's still important to not create those situations. Surveyors too, because they sometimes, very rarely, when they explored a new sector, rocks spawned around them and they were trapped. So now they can't be trapped. We talked about this. Yeah, there are multiple autosaves now by popular demand. Oh, the last one always, the oldest one always gets overwritten. Currently there are always 3 of them. I will probably add a slider to select how many you want later. Save files can handle being renamed without crashing. And yeah, new system of catching crashes. This is really important because previously often a crash wouldn't generate a crash log. I found out that this is because it crashed on another thread and I wasn't collecting crashes from other threads. Now it works completely differently. It's not as amateurish. The real system was really stupid because I did it a long time ago when I wasn't a very good programmer yet. I'm still not a very good programmer, but a bit better. And finally fixes. A lot of crashing. Crash, crash, crash. More crashes. Huge memory leaks when you loaded the game. I also didn't notice those before. Atlas got a bunch of fixes. They were leaving colonies behind. They could decide to start the mission to nowhere if the mission was cancelled, and pressurization issues, and colonists would leave them in would leave shuttles mid-flight and get stuck in the air. It was really bad. Honestly, I was dreading every time I was starting a mission because there was a good chance it was going to end badly. Now I still wouldn't say they're completely fixed, but they should work most of the time. Yeah. Oh yeah, this was also a funny bug. When you increased productivity of a factory, yeah, no more skydiving for shuttle users. When you increase the productivity here, it would actually hire extra colonists for it, but it wouldn't show it here. It was strange. I'm not sure why it wouldn't show it here, but it wasn't supposed to be do that. So actually, increasing desired workload was really inefficient. You can probably tell that I wasn't using it much. The only way to tell was actually here in the status bar here, and you had extra unfilled jobs when you moved the slider. Colonists also didn't prioritize their psychological needs properly. Repair progress was lost on reload, which I'm also not sure how I never noticed. Upgrading a structure that was under construction would result in extra construction progress. No, not that important. Bunch of updating of productivity wasn't properly updating. A fitness center didn't have a vehicle entrance. Can you tell that I didn't build a lot of fitness centers? Because I would have noticed the first time and it needed maintenance. And vehicles couldn't get to it because they didn't have a vehicle entrance. It made me look at other structures, and it turns out that large storage tank and large pressure vessel also had some problems with entrances. Not important. Yeah, some people were complaining about flattening rules, terrain flattening here, that it was extremely strict, and it was. There was actually bug there. You now can flatten a lot better. It's more consistent and it works more often. Yeah, there was also a huge bug with power demands when you didn't have enough power. That one structure could hoard all of the power, but it wouldn't actually do anything. Like when the ship's logistics had a bunch of vehicles charging in it, and it required 800 power, and you only had say 700. It used it used all those 700 kilowatts, but it didn't do anything. So all those other structures that could do anything with those 700 kilowatts were starved of it. That was really bad. Non-functional rows provided bonus, yeah. Mm. And that's, yeah, and a bunch of minor fixes. That's basically it. So that took about an hour. I didn't expect it would take this long. But it's a long changelog. There were a lot of changes, a lot of improvements. And I guess it's probably time to release it. Who wants to release the update? Who wants me to release the update? Okay. You're not going. Yeah, 15 minutes. I was expecting it to take about half an hour. But yeah, let's go back. We don't need this anymore. Let's change this. How close are we to self-sustainability? Well, depends on what you mean by self-sustainability. Children are definitely not coming too early. It's going to take probably until the end of the year. Until then, you can't really be self-sustained. But regarding structures, it could probably be in 2 updates, or at least most. There's a bunch of resources that are kind of optional, like soap. You don't really need soap. Colonies have penalties for not having soap, but they won't die. So that's probably coming a lot later. So if you're not counting those resources, or medicine, that's also another one that would be, that has a bit more complicated resource chain, but isn't strictly necessary. More colonists are going to die, but well, it happens. So not counting those resources, maybe into updates. We still need proper factories. Still need polymers, and we still need fertilizer, and then it's probably it. Probably 2 updates, and there's third one for children and the rest of the stuff. So by the end of the year, there could be some self-sustainability. So feel free to ask me more questions. I'm now going to release the update. We'll build some megacities by the end of the year. Maybe. I'm not sure how big colony you could really make with current performance. I tried it with several thousand colonists. It's problem with testing with big populations is that you to have a proper test of certain size, you need to have built the actual colony so that you have colonists spread out. Because I can add 20,000 colonists to the ship, but it's not a proper test, because I'm kind of relying on the fact that not all colonists are going to be on the same place. But I know for sure that at least 5,000 colonists is feasible. Probably 10,000, and my computer isn't among the best, so with a better computer you could probably get like 15 or 20,000, which is the target for endgame colonies. I would like to improve performance so that you can actually get 20,000 colonies on a computer like what I have. Oh, let me just this image no longer hidden. Publish this. Let's make sure everyone knows. Here we go. And it's up. Okay, you can now play if you want. And if you want to watch the stream and see me play, let me just go get some more water so that I manage to stream for at least another hour or maybe two. We'll see. See you in a minute. Also, I should probably increase the light a bit because you can barely see me. All right. How many people are actually watching? Let me just check. Because I'm curious. Nine. Nice. I was expecting about 10. So I'm happy with that. So let's play. Dreamwell. What kind of latitude are we going to play on? I should probably leave it at 25 because honestly the higher ones are kind of not viable really. Let's start. Hopefully we'll get a good map. Oh shit. The technical issues are back. Hold on. I really hope it's going to clear up. Yeah, now it's slow again, like I said at the start of the stream. Not sure why it happened, but let me just try restarting the... or wait, this is actually a good start. Not really. So let's restart it. Okay. Ah, it's still doing that. Hmm. I know that it cleared up after a while, but I don't know why. Try turning off. Maybe I will have to restart the stream. Maybe that will help. Okay. All right. I'm gonna have to restart the stream. So stay here. Hopefully it will help. Okay, that didn't help. That sucks. It's still bad. Just like before. It's much better map. But I don't think I can play at this kind of frame rate. But you saw that in the sandbox mode before. It worked fine, so it's not a problem with computer. It can handle it. It just doesn't want to sometimes. Let me try restarting it. Just the game. No. Ah, I'm going to try something unorthodox that may help or destroy everything. No, that was probably destroy everything. Yeah, maybe just this. Okay, good. Now it works. Turns out that Firefox was hoarding all of GPU's VRAM, and it still isn't a very optimized game, and I don't have a lot of VRAM. Okay, that's at least a good start. Yeah, I guess. These trucks are kind of annoying, but I will have to work with that. Okay, let's try. So first we're going to the survey office. Also, feel free to ask me any questions during the Let's Play. I will answer anything. Let's put it like here. And the utility line. And a bunch of solar panels. Let's stick them here. Okay. This. Increase priority of this one because we want those first so that they don't waste time. It also builds some wind turbines. Oh, I guess there's still space, so we here, here, connect everything. And some energy, because that's all we can build now. Yeah, let's. Okay. Yeah, it should be. Can everyone see the stream and hear me properly? Just checking. Please, someone respond. Good. Okay, let's sync speed and let's go. I usually play kind of slowly. I look at the colony a lot and like enjoy myself. But if I do that here, you're probably not gonna see that much. Even when testing, I'm just a slow player. Usually playing on like 2 times, maybe 5 times speed. I don't usually use 10 times. Technically, I'm wasting time, but I just like enjoying myself while playing it because I like playing Alien Horizon. It's a game of my dreams. I'm making the game I would like to play. Okay, so 2 more hours to build this. We're gonna have the turbines first. We should polarize, but you can see how colonists can now travel much farther before the hour takes over. Okay, now we have a survey office. We're gonna go to it with people, and we can immediately queue some jobs. Let's do the water first. And then sulfur and iron ore. I'm glad there are more people who would like to play this game and I'm not alone. Surveyors now only take like 2 hours to finish surveying, I think. So it's really fast now. There's actually sometimes a problem that when you have those 12 construction workers, they don't always have something to do. It's difficult in the early game to make them all busy. But it should work right now because there was no slowdown, like with the survey office not being heated up or things. Also, not sure if I put it in the changelog, but water security, it now tells you to build 2 water mines. You really need to. I've decided. instead of just one. Okay. And the prefab concrete plant, let's build it near the sulfur. Here. That's not that important. Also queue up some exploration. Okay. Kind of deposit is this 65%. Okay. The mines first. Go. Although I'm not sure if already decided where to go. You probably have. So, oh no, some of them. But after they finish solar panels, they should mining drills. This is some. This should be very soon. Okay. 80%, that's nice. But we may actually need to construct some rocks because we may not have enough from just mines. Because we have two high deposits. Those because they're really in the way. We'll eventually probably get rid of all of these. Build another mine here. Okay. All of them should. Medium. And probably going to take a while before they go to the rocks. Maybe after I finish mining drill. Or at least one of them. Iron ore. We probably want. Oh, that's really bad. Was it? 35%. Ugh. I hate those. We're gonna need a lot of mining drill. Iron. Let's make this a bit longer. Because one good way of getting the most of your out of your resources is not building power lines but building solar arrays to connect stuff, because they also connect like the power lines, but you also get power from them, so why not? But it's good to leave some spaces they can go through. Okay. And these mining gonna need 3. And very low priority. Don't need that yet. But if they have nothing to do, they'll do. Did we explore this one? Barcelona. Here. It doesn't matter now. It'll get there. Okay. Let's speed up. Yeah, I feel like the surveyor is now maybe working too fast with the exploration, because you get a new sector like every hour now, and it gets kind of annoying that the notification every time, and it doesn't feel like you've really accomplished something when the sectors are explored so often. Actually, when I do the technical milestone, when I change the sectors to be hexagonal, I'm thinking that I should make them a lot larger and make it take much longer to explore them. That should basically make more impact when you actually do explore a sector. Like instant plus or enough. We need those. It's kind of funny that when you have a tutorial on and you click on rocks before you've made concrete, it tells you that you should not demolish rocks to get stone because mining drills make stone. Because a lot of people have a problem that they don't know where stone comes from, so they demolish rocks. That's where they see the stone is, but that's not. That's just a short-term boost. You don't need to do that. So I don't want the player to learn that they should be demolishing rocks. But in some cases, when you have deposits that are high, that have high grade, you may not be getting enough stone for concrete production in the early game. So you may need to demolish just one rocks and make sure you demolish those small ones, because if you do the big ones, that's those 1500 stone is going to completely fill your storage. Okay, water security. We can now electrolyze this plant. Where to put it? Let's do it. We're there's fuck. Because if we replace those, we're going to lose the connection. And it's good to have a connection here anyway. So let's build this first. Yeah. We don't need those storage tanks. Near the water. Maybe it's just a temp storage. And this isn't that is well less than a power line. Not enough storage space. We're working on that. When is still don't have? Yeah, those stones are going to be in time, and this is in 3 hours. But yeah, it isn't. Oh, okay. So I don't have to turn this off. It'll be just right. May take a while to increase the temperature and stuff. So by the time this is ready, they should have the sulfur. This should be done. So we can replace these. That's finished. Okay. Oh yeah, we should turn off the reactor. We've done that a long time ago. Yeah, that's going to be just right. We're gonna have the sulfur just in time when the temperature rises. Okay, need to be explored, nothing important. Another thing that the deposits are, there are too many deposits. I want to make them larger but less common so that when you actually explore a sector, it has meaning. You will look at there and see, hey, I found a deposit, that's nice. Well, now it's like, yeah, there are deposits like in almost every sector. It doesn't matter. We need more people. Gonna need even more, and only for morning should be. Now the construction workers are working on the mines. This is gonna be in 6 hours. Let's get up resources so I have semblance of what's going on. Oh, we found a shuttle. Can't refuel it yet. It should be. Oh, that's probably going to take 2 hours. Yeah, the storage tanks finally. Looks like we found some more space for it. Also, what I didn't put in the changelog, what I forgot is that you start with slightly more water because these water purification recipes are they have bigger buffers, so you are getting not enough water notifications right from the start. Okay, what are we working towards? Concrete production. Okay. More hours for concrete. Do we still? Thought we do. Not really. Some more power. I don't know. We do need the mines eventually. Uh, yeah. Idle. I did like even a single person idle. So we're gonna build more stuff. Build more solar arrays here. Construction workers are what's slowing you down the most in the beginning, so you don't want to have them idle ever. We are going to need those solar panels in the future. Eventually. Oh, nice, we found it. Luna. And a bunch of objectives. We can build one house. Build it like here. Oh, we ran out of. Or that's actually the last sector where we found the ship. Bunkhouse. What else? We can build the gravel roads now, but it's a bit early. We actually don't have that much stone. Biology lab. Really right now. We wanna. Because we don't. Those. What do we do need? Are those cargo trucks? Because that's going to speed up everything. Also, we finished the mine. We don't have enough free residences. Just for one. Let's do that. Let's do that. Both. At least we'll get some iron. We'll need it eventually again. Disable those because them yet. Be done in an hour. Going to give us a bunch of more stuff. Bunkhouse is the most important. Always takes the longest. I think that in the last version it was like 170 the progress. Now it's slightly more. But you get more space. Oxygen security. Let's build a hydrogenation plant. Like here. And the steelmaking furnace. Well, it's not going to close the iron, but doesn't matter. Gonna need to get rid of more rocks. Atmosphere processor isn't important really. You don't actually have to build this until you start running out of nitrogen. Stockpiles. Maybe we could build one for the stone. Not right now. Let's actually queue up the biology lab. Put it here. Read and steel. The cargo trucks arrived. Should have more. So what's important? Biology lab isn't important. Steelmaking isn't important. This is not that important, but I guess I leave it at medium. More than these plus. So are they bringing the vehicle? Yeah, they are. Next concrete in 4 hours. So it's going to... Sorry? It's going to take 16 hours to get enough concrete for this. Okay. We're full on power storage, maybe battery. But we don't. Concrete and steel. Okay, now that we have the cargo vehicles, we can make more steel. Concrete plant. We're going to need all of those. Okay, this is finished. Actually, I want to disable this. Alright, we are supposed to make pressure vessels too. Forget about those. Build it like, I don't know, our space. Near the... I shouldn't have built this power plant. Already full of hydrogen, yes. This says higher priority. Hydrogen here, oxygen, and methane. We're going to need that eventually too. We actually need it, okay, because we already found the shuttle, but we're not going to have enough people for shuttle anyway. Concrete, okay. Bring the tank right too. While we're at it. Okay, we're already making some iron ore. Actually, considering how bad this deposit is, we're probably gonna need more than 3 mining drills. Only 14. 160. Oh, actually, this is on one fifth only. With actually 42. So yeah, we need 4. That sucks. Turn this off. So we have more people. I'm actually thinking about making the bunkhouse available earlier, maybe right after survey, because this is really slowing you down that you can't build it earlier. You're just waiting for it to so that you can wake up more people. We already have stuff that needs to be turned off because we don't have space. Problem with making the bunkhouse available earlier is that it needs concrete, and if you use your concrete on building bunkhouses, you may not be able to load the mining drill on a sulfur, and then you're stuck because there's no way to get more concrete. I don't want beginner players to fall into this trap. That's why bunkhouse is only available after you make concrete. But another idea I had is make the mining drill not require concrete. That would solve it. Okay, we're almost have enough for that. What else do we want? Let's bring this and this. Right. Maybe you can offer an upgrade to the landing ship to solve that issue. I don't know. There are no upgrades for other structures, so why would the ship have one? Okay, just waiting for this to up. Could also just increase the living spaces on the ship. Yes, I'll think about it. And here you can already see the usage. In resources. Pressure vessels are done, nice. We finally put the hydrogen here. One more cycle and it's going to be full. It's always difficult with hydrogen storage. Okay, this is going to be finished. And now they have nothing to do. I hate that. Okay, so what can we build? Yeah, another concrete plant, we need that. Oh damn it. I wanted to build the next one here, but I put the steel making furnace here. Oh no, wait. No, that's what I wanted to build another electrolysis, not concrete. I want the concrete here. Fine, okay, I'm not stupid. Well, I am, but not that much. I also have problems telling the prefabs apart sometimes. Okay, we can finally wake up some colonists. Okay, Morning should be enough. Done. Oh yeah, low temperature. Won't work until we get iron. Do those. Here. What did I want? Probably nothing. Okay. So how much do we need? 4, 6. We'll be able to put some methane in the queue later. And pick up those colonists now. It's coming along nicely. Now we have built. Let's build more solar arrays. What else? You could also demolish those roads because they're in the way. Could also start making gravel roads. Are useful. At least somewhat. Want to bring anything more? Yeah, we always want to bring steel. What kind of path was that? It went like this and here? Huh. Maybe you can add the possibility to also visualize the shifts in the turn off on and off turning menu. Maybe, but it would be a bit difficult to visualize. But I'll think about it. Oh yeah, we actually... what are we working towards? This we need iron. We build the stockpiles. This is going to take a while. Actually, yeah, one more cycle. We can turn on the furnace. Oh, this is almost finished. I still can't. I'm still not used to how fast things are built. So what else can we build? We're probably going to want another battery, but I'm not sure if right now. Let me see. I mean, probably. It's gonna take a while to get to. Yeah, oh yeah, we actually really do need tank house. Because the biology lab is going to take a lot of the empty spaces we have. It's actually high priority. And we still have idle workers. So let's build the stockpiles. Okay, let's build stockpile here. Is that it? Stone. What? Okay. And the sulfur. Here, let's say. Sulfur. And iron ore. Here. To be realized similar to the prior declares green on all between some shifts are turned off. I was thinking more that it would be part of this overlay. It already has 3 colors. Although I could just add another color like between enable and suspend. That would mean that it's enabled but some shifts are off. Maybe. Okay, let's work towards this. Concrete, let's wait, yeah. Okay. This on. We actually have it, yeah. Just waiting for temperature. Yeah, there's something wrong with the pathfinding here. These colonies are not going the right way. Huh. I've never used suspend so far. What about the other players? I don't know. I'm curious to know what others think too. But basically, the only times I use suspend is when I'm running out of power and I need to turn something off, or when mining drill is depleted, but I can't demolish it because a bunch of other mines are connected to it with power. So I have to build the extra power first, extra power lines. Wonder if there the slope is high either. Weird. I hope it clears up. But yeah, the boss finding is definitely not finished. Still a lot of work to be done. Okay, we have idle workers again. Let's build some gravel roads. At least we'll show them off. Where to build them? I usually go for a lot of redundancy, so all buildings got 2 or 3 connections, either through other buildings or utility lines. Yeah, most of the time I do too, but not for mining. But it's not that important. Let's build some. Oh wait, lower priority. Build some here because it's far. We don't want to replace this right now. These they'll have something to do, and we'll use some of those trucks, some of those stones. Yeah, but they only have one connection, but only this one. Oh, and well, these ones too. But most of the time it doesn't matter. They're not going to die when this malfunction. And power lines are very fast to fix. Now let's bring some more stuff. Oh, we actually, yeah, this there. More steel. Always needs. Ideally, we want to find the other ship. Is here. Also want more concrete, but doing that as fast as we can. are finished. Isn't going to be in the way more. Oh, okay, we actually have enough iron ore, so I could start this up. Also, we have enough carbon, so put some methane here. And how much are we going? How much hydrogen? Are 1 plus 2 of this, 3, 6, so 9. So we need at least one more. I also told them to build another furnace. I think. Sure. The server is fine with it. That we have redundancy. I hope we're going to find the ship soon. Or we're going to run out of steel. Comes from experience. Yeah, it always breaks down at the worst possible moment. So what are you actually looking for? Steel production. But we don't have enough. Oh, oh yeah, we need that bunkhouse. Okay, let's build that. You would think I would actually know how to play this game. We should probably add energy storage. Put it like bunkhouse is finally finished. Steel. Almost done too. They don't work at night. On. Want more people. Okay. Definitely not going to be. Yeah, actually, yeah, like I said, we need the fourth thing drill to have enough production just for the one steel making furnace. Going to need survey more for the other steel making furnace. Not very. Okay, we finally have steel. Can build more stuff. We want. Yeah, the life support answer. Okay, definitely. And wherever we put that, we are also going to have the greenhouses. Really nice to have those connected together. Not a lot of space here because I shouldn't have built those solar panels here. I should have. We're just going to demolish trucks. Okay, let's put it on this side that we have space for the greenhouses. Good. I guess it will work. I don't like this bit here. Like here. Bit here. For the future. And put some off. Or oh, we want to use for something, so like here, like this. Pipe from this side and storage tank here. That should be fine. We need read pipes. Pipes. Pipes are always hard to plan, yes. That's intentional. So that you don't spam them everywhere. Where does it we need? Right, they're already taking those. You may have to build another survey of it. You're not finding the other ship. Here? Or here? Or maybe it's here? Right priority? Going to take a while to get concrete for those. Done. We're probably gonna need another bunkhouse. Always need bunkhouses. But actually no, we don't need another bunkhouse before we build it, because we're not going to have enough life support anyway. That's not important right now. Line, okay. You usually get a straight line of pipes with tanks on one side and greenhouses on the other, and ancillaries at the end. Yeah, I more or less do that too. Let's demolish these trucks because they're going to be way definitely. You're probably going to build another bunkhouse like here, so that they have easier access to their work. Steel. Let's don't have any more steel here. Still haven't found the other ship. This really should spawn close on this map. There's plenty of space for it to spawn. Hydrogen, how is it did that happen? What are you doing? Okay, that's... Oh yeah, we actually aren't producing. We're just doing 92. because we're doing the methane. After we get methane, we can. But by that point, we're probably gonna need to build this second one anyway. Anything else we need from? We're going to need this eventually. Bring more pipes. We always need more pipes. Okay, that's the iron ore. So we're not actually searching for the ship now. Yeah. Going to take a while. We should definitely build the other survey of it. This important, more important than ancillary. I have enough steel to finish this at least. Cover isn't great, but it's winter, so it's expected. Now you see why the view I mentioned would be nice. I still wouldn't notice that if I had that view. Okay, it doesn't have power, so oh well, oh well. Set it up. I usually set them for half. But there's always at least half full. And with nitrogen. And carbon dioxide. Okay, we have enough concrete to finish this. Who's building this? Oh yeah, they're now going to what's going on? Oh well, the life support system. Right, okay. That's reasonable. Sometimes when you're not at full capacity, but when you're nearing it, because of the way colonists breathe, it doesn't always spread out evenly. Oh yeah, we finally can. So sometimes when too many colonists breathe during 1 hour, you get one that's suffocating. We're going to plan the greenhouse. Probably here. Let's build it like this. Don't have a lot of pipe. Then we wouldn't be able to any more storage. I always want 2 storage tanks for probably after this is done. We are going to go here or maybe here, and the pipes through. This could work, I guess. And storage tanks like here. Yeah, that would work. We don't have resources for that. Yeah. Finish this. They're not going to die. Because things are randomized every day. Which shouldn't be the same colonist that has a problem next day. Making. You can research that. Going to be useful. So did we finish all of those? Now we're exploring. Breathe, people, breathe. Well, they can't breathe because the life support system is strained. That's the problem. Okay, we're going to have... We'll focus this one on exploration. Too bad that it's almost night, so it's not going to do much today. Honest. Oh yeah, power storage. I probably wouldn't have noticed, thanks. Let's leave it for now. Oh yeah, we need lodges. Because the mine is too. Okay. Once again, vital workers. Let's find some more rocks. Want to. And then maybe we'll start with the greenhouses. We're going to need a lot of steel for those. And concrete. We may actually want to first make this other steel making furnace working, so even more mines. Okay, this is finished. Let's build more mines. We want more steel. Ah, this deposit is so bad. Build some power lines. Some redundancy. We're not going to build up that. How are we on exploring? Not here, so I guess it's here or here. I don't know. It should be here already. Supposed to be on the second rank. Maybe here. One of the last few, but it also wants flat space, so this isn't gonna be a good start. We have terrible deposit and can't find the ship. We have methane already? Okay, so at least refuel this. Smashed into the mountain. I'm actually thinking that maybe some of those ships could be broken because they didn't manage the landing. Make it more interesting, and those broken ships wouldn't show up on the radio tower because they're broken. So it would make you explore even areas that radio towers aren't telling you that you should explore. Deal. That's going to be a problem. You need that extra ship, or at least some ship that has steel. Little rating, little breaking works too, but it's brutal. Well, that's basically what those ships did. That's why there's a huge strange here. Oh yeah, people. We should also build another bunghouse. Ah, so much resource. Need to find the steel ships. We also should drink more food. Okay, with trucks. All of them, I guess. Oh, not this one. Running out of water? Are we? Ah, that's probably... I don't know, maybe those two aren't enough. Maybe we should build just third one. We're going to need it eventually. Oh, we're almost out of industrial machinery. You need that ship? Oh hey, that's the deposit of rare metals that I wasn't able to show. Ah, finally. Good. So let's drink steel, all of it, industrial machinery. Plus, nice. Let's look at those flat spaces. Probably. Well, there's a mountain here, so we put a radio tower there. Okay. We don't need the reactor anymore. There's something really bad going on about finding ignition. They're not turning right. They bring the food? They did. Still not enough. Bring more. What are they bringing? Steel, steel, steel and machine, steel. Should bring the vehicles. Because it's... I should have told them to bring the vehicles first because this speeds things up. Are they still storing raw metal inside the ship? I didn't regret for the specialized storage. No, the problem is that we don't have any metal. Well, we do have two now, but I guess it didn't update. Now it updates. When you have none, then you can't store it in stockpiles. Are we also serious out of sulfur? How much are we making? Is 6? Oh yeah, it's not enough. Need another mine. Deal. More people. So wait. We're going to have 8 mines. Yeah, okay. That is going enough. Done. Okay. Is fast enough. Because they're fetching resources. Should probably build more solar arrays. We do have a lot of stored energy, but that's because I didn't turn the reactor off. Wait, did it just go through the ship? Come on, game, don't make me look bad in front of people. Sorry. Yeah, there's something going on with pathfinding in this area. We're also running out of consumer goods. Oh, I noticed. So we're going to bring. Okay. And we are. Oh, that's problem of sucking them. But I'll get to it soon. So didn't bring the other two vehicles. And it is overcrowded because they're slow productive. The doctor injured? Yep. Okay, after all this is done, then we can start building the greenhouse. Oh, nice. We found. Oh, and it's a Europa. It's nice for food. One of the few I remember that has food. Because I often search for it. It'd also be nice to find Ganymede or areas that have steel. I think we can start other house. Low priority. That's gonna need a lot of stuff. Critical devices. Now we really need those vehicles. Let's let's let them go through the backlog first, so they can bring those vehicles. Then things will be faster. Nice. Oh, they already brought them. Okay. Okay, so we can actually make more stuff. Bring some glass, electrical devices, plumbing, plumbing. Here, or did we already take all of the steel? We did. There's more steel hill. Steel here. Also bring, yeah, the third concrete plant. Ah, that's not it. It and the steel making and the electrolysis. And they're going very busy. And we should also bring the shuttle finally. Let's bring it like here, so they can work on those greenhouses. Tank house just in time. Running out of space. Treasures. Another thing we need to bring in. It's a lot of stuff. Surveyor. Well, we're also going to need hydrogenation. Or no, not hydrogenation. Electrolysis. Prefab. You don't have enough. Oh, we do have quite a bit of hydrogen. So we could probably I don't have enough iron ore. Gonna be next tower. Should build those stockpiles so that it isn't all the time. However, you don't need it. Let's focus on this. The greenhouse is coming along. Versus. Once again, everyone is here. They brought most of the things. A lot of concrete, because achievement. Still going through this. I don't understand. And I'm sure that when I save this game and then reload it, they'll stop, so I will not be able to debug it. Okay, we almost have enough iron ore, but they're putting it all here. Still not enough. We're definitely gonna more solar arrays because we're not making enough power even in summer. So there's gonna be another electrical cable. Another priority for us. Which priority are cargo trucks picking up goods? That's actually a very complicated system. First they go to they prioritize factories that need don't have enough resources. Then factories that have too much resources and they can't produce because of that. Then factories in general. Then construction depending on priority, this priority, and finally taking things to storage. Oh, oh no. I was, for some reason, I was worried that I put this in the wrong direction. Fine. Okay. Need just a little more steel and concrete. Okay, let's turn this on. You know that technically those solar panels are rotated 90 degrees from the sun wouldn't make them very efficient. What do you mean? They're facing south. You bringing that? Yeah, but that's in the morning. In the morning, shadows are on this side, and in the evening they're on the other side. But that's just the problem of those solar panels not rotating. you'll see that when it's midday, shadows are going to be directly behind them. It's almost midday, and you can already see it. Now they're super efficient. Why they have full power? Oh, we're also missing solar panels. Continue exploring. Maybe we'll... or maybe we should build a tower. It's on a very high point, but will work. How high is it? 140. That's not going to be even enough for the objective. Let's see if there's something higher here. More people. And we need another bunkhouse. Here. Furniture. Is coming enough. Priority. There. We're going to very early. Very soon. Making enough soap. We should probably build another mine water. Don't have that much. Enough for the objective, but once we finish the greenhouse, it's going to take a lot. But this is more important than well. Out of space, we just have enough for the greenhouse. Actually, it's 3, so we have one extra space. Running out of food again. Bring more. Series should have some. Well, they didn't bring industrial machinery yet. And the electrolyzers. Going to need that. How are we on storage? Fine. Fine. Does this have any vehicles? Yeah, that would be nice. Or actually, let's put this another cargo so they bring it immediately. I have 2 more cargo vehicles. No, they're doing it fast enough. Because once again we're sending vehicles. Fetch resources. Need more vehicles. Yeah, food. And that's not going to be enough power, so that's for at least night. So they didn't bring the from here, did they? Actually not be finish everything here because it's expecting that steel. Still not a big mountain. Oh, at least above 150 meters. We'll see if there's they're here. We also haven't found the second shuttle yet. What's up with that? Maybe it's here? Carbon. Yeah, this is... We already have enough methane for the stuff. It should be enough. Of oxygen per space. Are you bringing? And food. Oh, you could have... Again! This isn't efficient route. What are you doing? This map is cursed. What are you bringing? Steel, nice. Either going to steel or those two cargo vehicles. Either one is fine. Oh yeah, this only works during the mornings. It's gonna be stuck for a while. Oh well. This one too, okay. Oh, it's almost... But how much carbon do we... And this is 6, so yeah, we're going... Oh wow, those are some scary numbers. Because clinics can actually get over 100%. They will come even when or because emergency. Still missing 50 steel that we would finish. Missing isn't missing anything. It's just missing workers. Why do we only have 13 workers? Oh, okay. They were just late for work. Still got enough nitrogen? Yeah. Takes a while to use up all of it. Until you actually start making ammonia, you don't need a lot of nitrogen. And currently there's no reason to make ammonia. It's going to be for fertilizers, and there's no fertilizer planted. Once again, I have regular workers, so let's... soon. Hydrogen should be able. Oh yeah, because those furnaces aren't using hydrogen because they have no carbon. It's going to finish soon. Oh wait, it's at least on the way. Where are you? Yeah, this is the. Let's bring more steel. Because that's going to take a while. Oh, this broke down. That at least it's a minor mal. It would actually be much worse if this one will function because neither of them would be able to work. I should probably do something about that. Well, we're actually going to stick the electrolysis plant here to get it. Also build the third concrete plant. Oh yeah, let's. Going to be. Okay, this is finally some bigger mountain. Let's just make. There isn't another peak around it. This church is. I've built more. But right now we're right on. Uh, Also, we still haven't found the shuttle. Maybe still don't. Someone exploring it, but it's not here. Okay, this isn't a very good start. Okay, just wait an hour for the recipe to reveal. Oh yeah, we should also this. Kind of forget about those. Okay, recipes, potatoes, potatoes. Kind of suck. Pipes aren't finished yet, but they'll finish it soon enough. Steel. They should make steel soon. Oh yeah, this isn't going to pressurize because we're missing this one. But this has high priority. We don't have steel. But hopefully they'll steal from there should already be the way somewhere. Or they brought it to the table that I don't know where they are. They probably dropped it off when I was stationary. Ah, this is being prepared for. Okay, should probably be able to work on this if most of the population is coming. This is done. We want that. Much concrete as we can get. Okay, we're nearing the 3-hour mark. That's when I would like to stop. We're probably going to finish the short-term survival in that time. I mean, this is almost done, then it just becomes center and we're finished. And the steel and water, but that should be a problem. Finally fixed. Some people should be able to get enough water because 3 drills. This one is almost done, so we should... Oh. We can build. We're done. It's going. Coming well. We have more steel here. Oh, it's already done. And they're bringing. Oh, we produce enough steel for another objective. And unless these break down, they should produce enough steel to finish this. Should hopefully get enough water too. But second greenhouse is coming along. Then it's just... Oh yeah, we should stop as much. Are we producing enough hydrogen? This is 4, 12, 15, definite. Did we not bring the second, or did they just? Oh yeah, I don't know my own game. Okay, which one more important than... We almost have enough concrete. It's just steel that we're make at the center. Take a while. And we have our first harvest. Yeah. Can't do this because we haven't found the other shuttle. Do this, but that's not important. One here. What are you doing? They're all here. Yeah, but all the iron ore. Probably because furnaces weren't able to work. Okay, this is on. Probably do just this, and one shift should be enough. Oh no! Repairs. Going to use up even more of our resources. We're really nice on energy store, although reactor was almost done. We could probably start the community center. Let's put it somewhere here, like this, and with the doctor's is here. Put a line here. Doctor's important, although we do need it because otherwise this isn't gonna have life support. That's fine. Be able to get enough steel and these work pretty fast. Okay. Okay. We could also build a radio tower. But right now we should be focusing on short-term survival. But maybe if we find another ship with steel, continue here. Yeah, this is done. And just in time, this one was finished, so I'll just there. How can we go? Yeah, only 2 unfilled jobs, but 3 unemployed. Happened. Hmm. Okay. I'm confused. I want both of them. It doesn't matter. So that's something like 119. Each one 2 cycles and then one more, and also we're going to get some steel from it. Oh yeah, we're missing batteries to fix that. Do we have any more steel in car? We constructed a mine. Gonna get a little bit of steel from that. But I think we should be able to finish the objective roughly, well, not in winter, but probably in spring. So a bit over 2 years. It wasn't a good start. Well, it's really need community center to improve their morale because their expectations are high now. Interestingly, because uh, they have so much more time to visit services because they're not uh, walking everywhere. This objective is now possible to finish. You can actually reach 2.5 social need average. Nice. Probably temporary. It should be enough. Yeah, maybe low productivity for some reason. Probably because their morale is great. They really need this. Was this comfort area also available in the last version? Yes. All of these are the same. They were. Although maybe people don't notice this as much. There is a tutorial that tells you about them, but the buttons aren't blinking. Maybe they should, so time that you come here, you realize that there are more, more categories. Okay, we have workers again. Let's build some more fluorite. And also the this is more important. Let's finish. Oh. Yeah. Okay. Status. You really don't use wind power? Yeah, I usually don't. Because it's not that great when you only have 25% wind speed. Like if I had better access here when there's like 35 or here with 40%, that would be better. But until I have construction vehicles, that's not really viable to build. That's going to be a bit of a later focus. And they're missing. Okay, almost has enough steel. Almost finished actually. Yeah, we're going to finish it by early spring. One more steel production. Oh, we're going to use the this one. This again. Problem. 2 hours, let's say. Doesn't have enough. 3 hours. Okay, we have water, oxygen, producing steel, producing concrete. So just oh, the water may be a problem. Just this produced it should. Oh, it's about to run out again. Put the priority. Oh, Can bring more pipes, not from here because there's none. Or I have storage space for oxygen. Okay, these have steel finally. Just the water. I already lowered this to half. Ah. Okay. Good. Soon. About to finish. You have enough water. Didn't do all those objectives, but I said that we're going to get to short-term survival, and we are. Oh, we found a ship. But this one doesn't have steel. That's nice. And we finished the short-term survival objective. Exactly in 2 years. We start at spring year 0, 8 o'clock. So you can do it in 2 years now. Close now and labs and... Okay. We're also almost at the 3-hour mark of the stream. That's what I wanted. That's how long I wanted to make the stream. So I guess we're going to finish. We just save. All right. I hope you enjoyed the stream. I hope you learned something about how to play the game. Yeah, I usually build a lot of stuff quite quickly because I have experience. Yeah, that's all it is. You shouldn't be afraid of waking up enough colonists. You'll always find enough food for them. Don't worry about that. So just expand as fast as you can. Yep, you're welcome. So I've been Akira. I'm the developer of Alien Horizon, and I guess I will see you next time. Bye.